안녕하세요. 도영캠입니다. 오늘은 더쇼 20일 두 번째 경기 프랜차이즈 모드 뉴욕 매치 대 워싱턴 내셔널스의 경기를 방송해드리겠습니다. 오늘의 선발 투수는 매치는 신더가드고요. 워싱턴은 스트라스버그입니다. 경기 시작합니다.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Steven Strasberg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan
와,
Plesac
작년에
puts the word on him.
정말 안 좋았네요.
You'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better, and if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
And now, Jeff McNeil, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
자, 스트라스버그는 커브, 보심, 체인지업, 투심, 슬라이더 이렇게 가지고 있습니다.
First pitch on its way, and afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today. He obviously found a great feel for that breaking ball while warming up before the game. Leadoff hitter getting 2 curveballs is usually not the norm.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Castro is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He hit over .320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Now one down with the bases empty, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon.
초반엔 커브 위주로 던지는 것 같습니다.
The 1-0 home. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
잡아주네요.
This one is
잘 쳤는데요.
Look at this.
그렇죠.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
린도어의 홈런입니다. 제대로 노렸어요.
For Frankie Lindor. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
이거 다시 보시죠. 정확하게 맞췄고 정확한 타이밍에 제대로 걸렸습니다. 왼쪽에 아마 퍼펙트 뜰 거예요. 보이시죠?
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Three and one to the Mets left fielder.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of
대기
off-speed
타석엔
pitches.
피트 알론조가
What has it got
기다리고
him?
있습니다.
Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2.
이런 건 쳐도 좋은 타구가 안 나와요.
He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Swing and a miss on the
아이고.
changeup, and there are 2 gone.
좋은 공을 던졌습니다.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. His past numbers with Steven Strasberg, he's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. First offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
와, 잘
Wow, what's he looking
참았습니다.
to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
그렇죠.
There's ball 4.
아, 잘 봤습니다.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First delivery to him.
Ah.
On the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired.
커브가 생각보다 많이 떨어진다고 생각을 해야 되겠네요.
1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Mets. Noah Syndergaard gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, coming on now, a guy with some of the best stuff in all the game, Noah Syndergaard. Big fastball, approaches triple digits, and one of the things that separates Syndergaard from most of the other starting pitchers in baseball, that hard slider he'll throw anywhere between 92 and 96 miles an hour. Nothing tricky about Syndergaard, power pitcher deluxe.
High and deep down the left field line. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series. Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2. Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing,
Oh.
and there it goes.
Ah.
Deep to left field. And that one is gone.
아, 실투였는데
Trey
놓치지
Turner with a
않네요.
solo shot.
바로
First
동점을
home run of the
만들어버리는
campaign for it. And as a
워싱턴입니다.
result, the Nationals are back even at one run apiece.
와, 이거 선두 타자부터.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
At the plate, Luis Garcia. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Smith comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number one.
다행입니다. 홈런 맞은 다음에
Time now for
바로
our
또
nation's
아웃
capital to
카운트를
take a look
처리를
at the
했습니다.
Nets starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the single
아,
ball
어제는
on the mound on the
디그롬이
opposition side. They're gonna have to
굉장한
see the ball
투구를
up.
했기
They're gonna
때문에
have to
지금
work the home plate
타율들이
umpire.
안
Can't
좋아요.
be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's gonna have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one.
오늘은 조금 박하네요. 심판이.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Striding in now for the Nats, Kyle Schwarber looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And this one runs up high, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
One and one to Schwarber.
I got one ball,
Two
one
out,
strike.
nobody on. Swing and a miss
그렇죠.
on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
And that misses 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
아,
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
아, 제거 안 돼.
Misses there, ball four.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to
이거
her.
한방들이 다 있는 타자들이기 때문에
And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Ball one.
볼넷
starting
같은 게
the
별로
at-bat.
좋지가 않습니다.
Schwarber, the runner at first with two gone. Count now a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
그렇지, 떴어요.
Lindor is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, all even at one apiece.
홈런에 홈런으로 응수를 하는
Second inning
워싱턴입니다.
set to go, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
From the stretch.
Ball, that's it.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You got two balls, one strike.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
잘 참았습니다.
Walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball.
몸쪽 공이 올지는 전혀 몰랐습니다.
Put that ball in play.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Three and oh now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger
하나
of walking the second
기다려볼게요.
guy in 2 innings here.
Set to deliver on 3-0. Good
와,
fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
놓쳤습니다.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
The 3-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. Bell picks it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 33.
So now here is James Mccann. His past numbers with Steven Strasberg, he's just 1 for 6.
하나 큰 거 노려볼게요.
He's set and the pitch.
아이고.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
3-1 to him now.
그렇지, 참았어.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
아쉽습니다.
Interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Now the payoff pitch home is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. Down in
이거는 또
order go the Mets.
잡아주네요.
We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. Here's Starlin Castro. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The second baseman, Starlin.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I'm going to be locking in today on Brandon Nimmo. This guy brings his lunch pail to work with him, fellas, and he does it with a smile. Watch it permeate to his entire team. This guy lights up a room, and he plays elite defense. You can test the arm a little bit, but he's sure-handed in the outfield.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
하나 똑같은 거
It's a great
더
job to lay off on that nasty
가볼게요.
slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my
포수
toughest
의견
pitch to lay off
무시하고
of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when
오 마이 갓.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the center fielder. Gone!
판단 미스에다가
Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and the
그리고
Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
실투도 있었습니다. 아, 오늘 워싱턴은 실투를 놓치지를
That's
않네요.
one of those pitches you wish you could take
와,
back as soon
무섭습니다,
as it
정말.
leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Batting in.
Victor Robles digging in now.
Victor.
And he puts it on the ground to second. He's right there. And that's the second out.
Batting none. No pitcher.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasberg. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
아,
Back up the
투수한테.
middle and in for a base hit.
아, 신더가도 오늘 안 되네요.
Good about that right there. You know, you're not expecting much on the offensive side. He said to heck with that. He find barrel right there.
스트라스버그한테도 좀 안타를 맞습니다.
Here now is Trey Turner as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 0-1, here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that
기분이
pitch right
좋지 않아요,
there,
지금?
well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Unable to
와,
find the zone with the slider.
요걸 참네요. 이것도 한번 참아봐.
Froze him for
그렇지.
strike 3, and that retires the side. Nationals able to add on thanks to the long ball. We've played 2. It's 2-1 Washington. Leading off the inning, it'll be Noah Syndergaard as they'll look to
와,
spark the
작년
offense
기록,
and even
아,
things up.
19년 기록 보세요. 홈런 2개나 있네요.
First delivery to him. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Strasberg has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And that misses. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
와,
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting. Number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground.
아,
to second.
노리고
Just a
있었는데.
brutal
그렇지.
hop, and it goes right by him.
실책인가요?
Now batting. The shortstop. Francisco Lindor.
잠깐만, 실책인지
He'll step out
이건지
at the plate and
모르겠네.
reassess things here.
어찌됐든 출루를 합니다. 그리고 린도어.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll take a look at ball 1. chased a bad one there, 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. McNeil, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the
그렇지.
next shortstop. Dominic Smith waits on deck. Three and one. Here it is.
아, 잘 쳤는데. 아, 정면으로 갑니다.
Is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith.
지금 포심 체인지업
As a look, now the pitch.
위주의 피칭이에요.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
그렇지.
Back.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't
득점권에
understand blowing a fastball by.
주자가 위치합니다. 그리고 피트 알론소.
Redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next.
약간 노리는 게 있어요, 지금 제가.
So here's Pete Alonso.
이거거든.
He
아.
grounds foul. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
전혀 예상 못했습니다, 지금은.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
오,
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
그렇죠. 잘 봅니다.
Wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Pulls this one in the air out to left.
잡아당겼는데.
And the
아,
2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Luis Garcia.
Luis.
Swinging on the first pitch, and this is bounced to the shortstop. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 22,
Juan Soto to the plate now. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
아,
Into right field. That's a base hit.
잘 칩니다. 소토.
up next for Washington, The right fielder.
Next, it'll be Kyle Schwarber. Worked a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Soto leads off first with one away. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
또 볼넷 내주면 안 돼요. 지금 그냥 가운데 집어넣어야 됩니다. 그렇지.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
다시 한번 장타를 허용하면서 한 점을 더 내줍니다.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Josh Bell the next to hit. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
And now in the box, Starlin Castro. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense,
제구가
especially
교치를
his
안 내요.
A man on third with 2 down. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
그래서 지금 장타를 좀 많이 허용을 하는 것 같아요.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
가운데로 몰리는 게 많거든요, 지금.
From the stretch.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. High and deep down the left field line.
슬라이더.
Payoff pitch one more time. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
To the plate now, Yan Gomes, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Behind 0-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mets 1. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Michael Conforto is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
Pitcher
이런 걸
wants to have a
잡아주냐.
quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here comes the 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Fooled him just enough with
오늘
that
경기가
pitch to
좀
get
안
him to go
풀리네요.
around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. J.D. Davis comes on
이럴 때
with one away
분위기를
as he looks at a
바꿔주는
ball. It's
큰 거 한
1-0.
방이 나오면 좋겠습니다.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now here's the pitch. He's able to take the ball
잘
the other way
쳤는데요.
here. High and deep to right center.
그렇죠. 큰 거 한 방. 말하는 대로 제가 커브를 생각하고 있었거든요. 역시 들어옵니다.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be
제대로
at a
밀어쳤죠.
premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
The center fielder, number 9.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
투구수가 좀 많거든요. 스트라스버그가 4회에 70개.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. One and 2 now.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here's another 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
Next for the Mets, James Mccann. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mets 2. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for the entire season. So at least for today,
번트
they're
된다고?
displaying an amazing ability to put wood to
지금
the ball.
번트 될 것 같다는 사인이 왔거든요.
Victor Robles is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far.
번트를 될 만하게 공을 안 던져주면 되죠.
He won't be out here very long.
그렇죠. 이제 번트 상황은 끝났고요. 아, 좋습니다. 오늘 신더가드가 그렇게 좋은 모습은 아니지만 이닝을 이렇게 많이 먹어주는 모습이 필요합니다. 그게 굉장히 중요하거든요. 선발 투수들은. 좋아요.
Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit
아,
earlier.
상위 타선으로 이어집니다. 조심해야 돼요.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Two and one, the count to Trey Turner. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
그렇죠. 돌았어.
Started to go. Did it hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch.
그렇죠. 결국 응징을 해버립니다.
3 up, 3 down for Washington as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it feels like every at-bat has been an incredible battle, full count after full count, and he said eventually that absolutely wears the pitchers out on the other side, which should result in more offense for them as the game progresses.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
아이고, 잘못 쳤다.
Turner fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Lifted down
아,
the line in left.
이거 안타다.
In
그렇죠.
there,
아, 행운의 안타.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Knocks a knock.
린도어입니다.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0.
그렇지.
And oh my.
걸렸다.
Hit him with the high. See you later over the
동점
wall.
홈런입니다.
Home run.
와, 오늘 린도어 홈런 2개째.
Francisco Lindor connects for a 2-run home run. His second
이거죠.
home run of the game. As
이겁니다.
that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Dominic Smith is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed.
아이고.
He chased it for strike 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball just missed above the zone. Still 2-2. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-2 one more time. Oh, and now this ball's in the air to deep
이것도
right center.
장타성 같은데요.
Robles is
Ah.
back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
아,
Front here
노렸는데.
is this one scorched foul to
진짜
the
아깝다.
left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Strasberg on 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fouled away.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball
그렇죠.
4.
원래
As the pitching coach heads out
5회인데
to the mound, I
피치
think this is probably
수가
just giving
97개예요.
your guy a chance to catch his breath.
나옵니다.
Pump him up a little bit. Let him know that he's got it under control.
바꾸나요?
Next to
바꾸지는
stand in
않습니다.
is Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now a curveball misses inside. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-1.
그렇지.
High in the air out to center field.
아,
Robles waits on it.
빗맞았습니다. 아쉽네요.
And he makes the catch to retire the side. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the fifth. All even now at 4 apiece. So now to the plate, Luis Garcia. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Luis Garcia.
잠깐 쉬었다가 오겠습니다.